Hello, and welcome back to episode 49, the first treaty year. Major treaty in place. You can see it in the corner there. 20 years. So nothing bigger than 25,000 and no guns bigger than 13. And you can only build 300,000 at the same time. That's not important. I'm over the cap by 500,000 on the cap ships. But I have plenty of room for smaller ships. So once I bring my cap ships down, it won't be a problem. If we look at the others who had to scrap way more stuff than I did, I only had to scrap a single nice shiny 17-inch battleship, but that's fine. Too bad I didn't build it through. Then I would have had 0 scraps, but that's unrealistic to think that way. I think we should try to sort of pinch money wherever we can and look to the future, not just to sort of get within this treaty limit. We can also look forward towards modernizing the whole fleet and freeing up tonnage and sort of building new, building fast, building sleek. So there will be quite a few ships that will have to be scrapped. But yeah, the same applies for the others. The dastardly US, of course, got way more tonnage than we did, but that's the way it is. So the first thing that has to go is, unfortunately, the slow battleships. Going forward, we cannot play around with slow battleships. These, I think we can refit into something useful. Those last ones there are good ships, 15-inchers, but they are slow. So they go first, scrap. Russia wants to buy Tirpitz. Yes, why not? But you will not be able to keep it. So this... did I scrap something? Shouldn't have scrapped now? No, I think I didn't do that. No, we are good. We are good. And we also have these 4 ships that are also 23 knots, and you see they have already slowed, but these are 14-inchers, but they have to go as well. I will put float planes definitely on my cruisers, but I will not be going down the road of separate float planes. I can fit it, but I'm just not interested. Then we have these guys. They are too big to be useful as colonial cruisers. They don't count fully. They are just too expensive, and they already have had an engine refit and are maxed out. Museum ship, yes, excellent. We like museum ships. So now I have too little tonnage on foreign stations, so I will have to sort of push the problem in front of me, but we are building way more colonial cruisers, so that's fine. Anything with a 12-inch gun is, of course, scrap. Well, metal, yes, I could turn them into aircraft carriers, but no. So let's just scrap these guys. And now we are into some other territory where I will actually scrap these first light carriers, because peacetime and they are only 25, and I'm now scrapping all my slow ships. So we take care of the air units. We can look at them afterward. So that leaves him with 2 light carriers, and I'm still over, so I will have to find something else. You will probably think this is a strange thing to do, but I don't want to keep this guy armed with 9-inch guns. Not really, because when when we opened it, it was strange. No, it's not overweight. What? Why? Let's open the sign. Oh, open the sign for rebuild. I'm just so it's only 1,500 tons overweight. Not sure what that was about, but even if I have to bring these down to 4 inches. Yes, I can do that. And I can strip these ones out. You can see I am still over. I would actually have to go down on planes, so I would have to pay 4,000 to not really accomplish much. So that is definitely an option to get rid of. And then we have these two guys. I'm getting rid of basically anything with a 14-inch. So these guys, and pretty much also go. So let's scrap those. And okay, so we are within limits, so we don't have to get rid of our first carrier. Didn't have to strip out those light carriers, but I didn't feel like keeping them around. So I'll move this to Wilhelmshaven. Our overcapacity. How much? 6. Change number to 12. They only have transfer to Stavanger. Change number 12. Yeah. And then we have these, because they are veterans. We will transfer them to Kolberg, which I will have as active. Let's send these to Alexandria or something. And this I will expand. This I will try to transfer to Wilhelmshaven, because then I keep their veterancy, which is nice. These are fair, but getting better. But then this one has to be active as well. They are in reserve, they lose experience pretty quickly. So now we are in compliance, but our finances still suck. So it's time to let those sweet zeppelins go. They are useful still. They are good for spotting. We have seen that many times. They have brought in plenty of reports. They don't really take a lot of damage yet, so they are fine. But they're also costing money, and they are not the future. I think spotting planes and carriers, that's the way to go. Yes. So I don't think we can go beyond 20 now. Now we have a small surplus. It's not big because you can look at the other nations. We are now in the minor league for some reason. The US has completely outstripped us, and Great Britain is crushing us as well. And suddenly we are on par here. I think in the long run, this will benefit us. And now there is no point building any docks. So if anything, I will be building even more of these Neptunes. Go in 4 extra Neptunes. So we are in compliance. Yeah, I was going to cancel the auto build then. Yes, I'm strongly considering building like a 6,000 ton mini cruiser, but I would have to look at the design options first. Close. Save. Also, we can look at the other coastal fortifications, but I don't think there is anything to save here. 8 money, no. And we have all those 6 inchers. That's few hundred each month. We have these air bases. They cost almost nothing when they are empty, and the MTBs not expensive. And even the big one in Panama, it costs a lot to build, but it's not costing a lot to maintain. So there's nothing much to be done there. I have some ships on active. These guys. But that's because these have been rebuilt, so they can be reserved. This one can be reserved. These guys are trying to suppress the rebellion, remember? So the Neptunes are done, and they are on foreign stations. And these guys have been rebuilt, so they can go back to foreign stations. Then I think I can take these guys off foreign stations and mothball them again. No. Okay, great stuff. I will send a single destroyer on. We're getting a lot more of these now. A new gunnery training. Loose cannon, poor ship handler. Get gunnery training benefit now. Prestige, crew quality, that's just temporary, so no point. So he can just go away. Okay, no more Finland. I suppose we can live with that. We still have the Baltic states. We have to be prepared for more of that anyway. So if the Russians take it back, then we can always steal it away from them later. This doesn't appear to have any fortifications, so let's just build a couple. Burn. Tiny little 33 knot cruise. I don't understand why it needs to be 33 knots. It seems excessive. Iceland. There are pros and cons here. If we let them take Iceland, we can take it away from them later. I could use a little bit more attention. Yeah. That will help us a bit. Okay, so division editor. Vartsvald. Here groups unassigned pool. Hmm. 34, that means we have 24 left. So can add those later, they are costing us money, so we could also bring down intelligence somewhat on the French and the Italians. That would save us some money. We could save 1,000 on research. I think that's okay at this stage. We have most of what we need. But we'll move to Northern Europe where we can reserve them again. Yes. Let's reserve these guys. See if we have any more Neptunes. We definitely do. So let's go on foreign station. Then we can see here how many of these move to Northern Europe. Can we scrap this? Yes. And then we can also get rid of this colonial cruiser squadron. Okay, now we have a healthy surplus. Now we can look at some redesigns. Give me 2. Okay, so this is the first rebuild, the Heimdall class. It gets new machinery, brings the speed up to 27. New 4-inch double mount anti-air. AA directors, plenty of anti-air, plenty. It's not that much. Advanced director, but only 2 because weight limitations. Torpedoes, including reloads. And for some reason they happen to go very far forward. Yeah, that's better. No aircraft because I'm not sticking aircraft on my big ships. Visually updated to the late dreadnought era. It has TPS2, so it's not super amazing, but not horrible. Rebuild cost is, yeah, it costs a bit, but I think it's worth it. No, it's not a bad ship. You do speedy, but yes, I really do want to do that. That was the Heimdall. That was really the first of several. Basically the same for Hela. And we are in the negative. Can be mothballed. Yeah, so I started rebuilding the last of my slow battle cruisers into carriers. It's quite expensive, and I only get 70 planes, which is very small for 47,500 tons. But on the other hand, I cannot build carriers that big for a while yet, so it's a good trade-off. And they have TPS 2 and a very decent armor. I think that's good enough. That leaves these battle cruisers that I can bring up to 31, 32 knots, which will make them very competitive. And these will also be brought up to 27 knots eventually, if nothing happens. So once all my carriers are built, I will have 5 conversions, including this 2 Schwarzwald, 1 Kemperbad with the 9-inch guns, and 2 Tals. Only have 2 light carriers. I might build more of those because they don't count against cap ships. Only carriers, battleships, battle cruisers count there. We could also sort of squeeze out some potent cruisers as long as we keep them at 9-10 inches in guns. And we will update these light cruisers. There's 11 of them. These will eventually be scrapped. We'll have to look at destroyers eventually as well, but I don't think that is top priority right now. Yes, that's good. The communists continue. And why would I give anything to the Russians? Okay. Unexpected advances, but no. Nothing triggered at all. That happened once before, and it was very confusing for me. Okay. Let's not overthink it. It's a game. So, okay. So, the Varena class, these 2 ships also got the modernization, better fire control, above water torpedoes with reloads, updated 6 and 4-inch guns. It got pretty expensive. Anti-air directors, light, medium, anti-air. That works. But more importantly, it actually got new engines, and I got them up from 29 to 31 because battle cruisers at 29 now, that's not a battle cruiser, that's a very slow ship. Now I can't really afford anything new. I have more of these Neptunes coming into service, so hopefully I can scrap some of these expensive Hellas. This Tal class would not be possible to get it to speed 31. You can only get it to speed 30, and I think even that will push the tonnage a bit if we look at it. Yes, then we would have to go to speed, and it would still not be enough. So this could be possible. Maybe reloads. Okay, a little bit heavy, but we could do advanced director. Yeah, that would do it, but it would cost a lot. And we would have a 29 knot battle cruiser, more like a fast-ish battleship, really. So I'm actually more tempted to stick it in with some of my battleships, but then again, these guys are more heavily armored and a lot more heavily armed, but it's definitely a possibility to move these two hulls as supporting ships for this group, because if you remember, my second Bayern is never going to be built, so I could just keep their engines, let them deteriorate to 25, because the Bayern is never going to go faster than 25 anyway. So then I could have two battle cruisers with 15-inch guns backing up my group of 17-inchers. It's definitely a possibility. One that when I think about it, find rather appealing. That would then be my slow battleships. These are my rebuilding battleships. That's a whole squadron of 15-inchers. Yes, that's definitely a possibility. You would also have to, I think, design and build some more cruisers that are well below the fleet limit, because well, you can't build about 25,000 tons, so you could take this breacher, and well, I only have did I get normal? Is this a bit heavily armored, I think, for a cruiser? This is possible, actually, yes. So I could do a 33 knotter, because I see some of the other guys have started building, and it has 4 planes, so it could be a decent spotter and good torpedo defense. Gun 18,090. Okay, so the 9-incher has okay, so you could actually push it easily to 34 knots and still have tonnage left over. It's definitely something to be thinking about. Maybe the 9-inch is sort of more correct for me. Well, let's do a turn. It's been yes, the communist friends. Oh, we need to get some of these. No, these are 4. How many are these? That's 8. I also have a lot of guys here. Can I try to grab a single one? Be fine. 40 aircraft. Not so interested in that. You know what? How many turns? 4 or 5. Okay. I'm not being weak in the face of other communists. French conducteur. Oh, they are fascists. I forgot about that. Yes, the Franco-Italian communist no, sorry, fascist axis. Oh, yeah. Democracies are dying. We'll see. Neptune. Yeah, I guess we'll have to deal with that as well. Could be discreet. Been too long since I played this game, so I have half forgotten everything that's going on. Yeah, so they made a very slightly updated version of the light carrier. Minimal changes, some better orange guns, basically. That's it. And one extra anti-air director because there was space. So I also had a little think. These tals are now pretty slower battleships, or well, this group of slightly slow battleships, and they may be converted into carriers at a later date because I can get I can make them into 30 knot carriers with 70-ish planes. It's relatively expensive, but it's also very much bigger than anything else I can have, and they are heavily armored, and yeah. For the time being, I think we will just leave this 9-incher alone. It's a bit fun. That's good fun. That's all. So let's push forward. Yeah, someone's calling, so I think I have to take that. Yeah. Where was I? Turn button, maybe. Quite uninteresting. Centerline torpedoes up to 3,500 tons. New medium bomber. Cruise speed higher, max speed higher, but maneuverability and toughness not super impressive. Bomb blow slightly higher. So it's either the top one, the bottom one. I think the speed advantage of this one is very big. An old fighter. An old torpedo bomber. Yeah, let's do the torpedo bomber. Range and bomb load, maybe. Working up. Foreign station. I haven't done the math, but let's try to scrap these guys. Okay. I don't have enough on foreign station. It was too quick. Yeah. How much do I get in foreign station for one destroyer? Let's just find a cruiser. I don't think I will be saving too much. I saved a little bit of money. So, fair enough. Should I build a few more, maybe? Couple extra Neptunes. That's pretty. Maybe that's a waste, but let's do it anyway. Whose fault is this? I can't be bothered to have another war with Great Britain right now, so let's blame Russia. Oh, finally, after like 150 years, the aircraft catapult arrives. All this Blücher, not that old. Let's see if we can. And catapult. Do I need one catapult or do I need two catapults? Better 6-inch guns, better 4-inch guns, dual purpose, double mounts to reduce topside load. Either reloads. Speed. No, still not enough. Huh? And we have to put in some other stuff. It's not really a fighting platform anymore. It's more of a scout, really. So I think that's fine. Actually, increase the tubes. Let's get. Probably have secondary directors now. Advanced directors. Oh, so many things that need. But wait a second. We don't need more than one director, I think. Upload is too great. Oh, look at this. It's dangerously top heavy. Let's take this one down one step. It's still not great. Let's take the mediums all together. One medium. Let's do this. That's possible. I could reduce the number of. Let me think again. Or okay, we need the speed. Otherwise, it's pretty pointless. Could take off the conning tower as well. Just because we aren't going to be fighting. Now we have only one 6-inch. I would rather not reduce the. That becomes 10. That is very weak. Normal should be fine. Okay, so it has some firepower, it has some torpedoes, it has some mines, catapults. We don't need the hangar now, because that would completely... Oh, let's do 80 mines. It's just sad that we have so much... we can't really do anything with these either, because we cannot put in secondaries. Okay, let's add some mount graphics. So, fight ship. Where are these boats? Remove. Boat. Remove. Here we go. That the sign is okay. I couldn't do that. So now we are overweight. Let's forget these mines. We have a well, it can go fast occasionally when needed. It has 2 float planes. Nah, let's just have 1 float plane, okay? Let's have 1 float plane, some mines, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Looks like you can only fit 1 float plane anyway. So now I no longer hate it, so yes, that's fine. Mount S. Oh, right, because I only aft center line, that should be legal. All good. I do. But now I need to send one of the other ones to foreign station. I think it can be useful for some spotting work, but just one plane. Not too impressive. Can we cheaply do this? And just add 2 catapults there. Not sure where the graphics went. Why not? Definitely not replacing anything. Would this take us over? Three tubes is fine. Okay. Of course. It's only one catapult. Remove those. Checks out. It has the hanger, and that's fine. No. Oh my god, I really don't want to fight them again this soon. Okay, that's fine. Now we can just invade them later. Actually invade Iceland as well. That's cool. Yeah, now some of our rebuilds are getting done. Reduce it. Approved. Okay. Oh yeah. I never bothered with this. Leak penetration. Large bursting charge. I have no idea what any of that means. Also, this semi-armor piercing, I have also no clue. What's good or not? I will see if I can rebuild some of these other ravens. Yes, I was able to do the same rebuild with the raven too, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now more of these other rebuilds are getting done, so improved MTB types in. Oh, no, it has less range, but I guess it could have better than poor, so let's see what they have to offer. Thing interesting there. The Austrian, yeah. Diesel engines, those are very strange. I have yet to find a single use for a diesel engine. Well, maybe for a long range late war carrier or something, but 99% of the time it's just heavier. I have no idea why. Okay, that was a decent range upgrade. A little bit that. Did some of my ravens finish? No. Let's keep building. West Africa? Sure. Sure. The Kaiser can send his friend to West Africa. Don't want them to ruin my cool treaty. Really don't want them to do that. Mm, 57, but we can do 70 easily. And we can do 2-inch things. We can have some more AA before. The 6. Yeah, okay, that's quite a few. Now, advanced director. We only need 148. Yeah, that's fine. Could have been 5-inch, but I don't have those dual purpose yet. So probably seconds after building this, I will get. Oh, this is play. This is better. Yes, that was sooner than I had envisioned, but I mean, yeah. Let's just push forward. "13-inch guns, wow. Torpedo bomber, okay. So this is faster, better range, not very durable. This is the only one that has a significantly big higher range. Not super pleased with it, but okay. Fighter with firepower and speed.